Okay, so we're in Derby with HUUB founder Dean Jackson. Dean, we're here to celebrate 5 years of HUUB. It's been quite a roller coaster from, as you described today, from your kitchen table to a huge celebration. Just sum that up for us.
Yeah, just surreal, as you say, kitchen table, and then we grew into the garage, and then we take rapid steps, and we've got a wonderful building, and you've re-signed the Brownies again for 4 more years, which are the most outstanding athletes in the sport that we've ever known. Yeah, I'm very proud, I'm very thankful to everyone who's helped us on the journey, and it's you have to step back sometimes and take a breath, don't you?
One of the things that you talked about today was the difficult task of being able to sign the Brownies 4 years ago, at a point when you go, I haven't actually got really a wetsuit, but will you sign with me? You managed to convince them then. How important have they been to the development of HUUB to where we are today?
Well, they've been massive. You read a lot of marketing materials from all brands, and they make lots of promises. And we like to think we'll make a promise and we can stand by it, and yes, with data and evidence, we're going to stick by it. And the boys, we promised them the fastest suit, and if it's not the fastest, they're not going to swim in it. They've got too much at risk. No money's going to replace a gold medal. So we delivered that to them. They've helped us refine our product even further, and the fact that they gave us that faith in a British company, and I've been in people who know me know I've been around the industry for a while, and it was great for once but to do what I wanted to do rather than being directed. I've been directed by some really smart people that could actually run at the ideas I had, and they've worked, and the boys have backed us on that, as have so many age groupers and many clubs around the world.
One of the things I want to ask you about, because you've been involved in the industry, as you say, not just in HUUB but in other top line companies, you've been involved in athlete sponsorship and supporting athletes at all levels, from clubs, age groupers to elite. Can you give readers of Tri 24/7 a little bit of an insight or tips into what is it that makes, for example, the offer or whatever of an athlete, if they come to you with, please can you sponsor me, you get 1 million applications, what are the things that make it stand out for you that people should think about before they even start going the Dear Dean?
Well, it's a great question, and I think the first thing they need to do is ask themselves a question of, how deserving am I of this? When you've got athletes on the World Cup circuit, you've got them on the World Series, but it's just scraping by on a living and getting TV time and some of the best in the world, and they're struggling to make it pay. So for someone who has done fantastic, earning a place as an age grouper in the European Sprint Duathlon or whatever it may be, and fantastic, I'm never going to take that away, just, am I deserving of, can you pay me money, can you give me lots of free product? And you probably should say, well, even if you can get a discount, that's step one. And rather than writing, and we get them all the time, I've achieved a Great Britain vest, which is outstanding, but can you send me money? It's an expensive sport, help me with this, help me with that. It's like, no, you're asking too much, you're coming out with too many hands out. Just say, could you help me with a demo suit, or a discount code, or just something, and build that relationship. And I'm very strong in relationships. The reason the Brownies are re-signed is because we have a great product, but we have a strong relationship. And then work with us. We work really well with a young lady, Billy Jordan, and she's not really there for sponsorship, but she's two-way, and she does a little videos, and it's all fun and quirky, and she's become a friend of the company. And I would challenge many athletes just to become our friends, not for what they can get out of us, but just to be part of that journey. We'll celebrate your successes in Tri, we'll celebrate, you made a European team, you made a World Series team, brilliant, we're there to back you up, but please don't come out with many hands aloft for fill my pot with gold. The sport we think is massive, and it's gaining ground, but it isn't that big that we can just give everyone money. We'd love to, and we sponsor more athletes than any other company out there. My FD goes nuts on my sponsorships I undertake, and I'm a soft one. I'll see an athlete that's striving and really going. Henry Schumann, we supported him when no one was interested, and what he gets in sponsorship, I think, would shock many age groupers before he obviously got his bronze medal. Yeah. So I'd say, be realistic, rewind it, and say, I'll ask for a little and I'll build into something great.
What about maybe an alternative approach? Because people think of, I've achieved this level or this medal. Well, actually, some of the best known people are not necessarily the fastest, be that the fastest age groupers or the fastest elites, but they have maybe a story or something else. What about trying to be original? Do you get many of those, and is that the sort of thing that makes somebody's application or request stand out from others?
Now, we'll get a few letters where someone will just say, it's my first first triathlon. They go, yeah, right. You know, I've heard that a lot, but I'm trying to achieve this, or I'm trying to attain that, and here's my story, and I'm not asking for a lot from you, but just maybe spread the word of my story. And then you go, yeah, of course we can help do that. We've got the social media and everything else with it. How unique you have to be. We don't get many approaches that are special and unique, and that's quite a shame. We get a lot of direct messages on Twitter. Please sponsor me. I'd love to wear your product, and some money sponsorship would be brilliant. If you think you can get sponsorship by social media direct message, you've got to rethink that. You've got to come see us, knock on our door, try and get an appointment, tell us about what's going on, and it's just engagement really.
If people want to do that, you've got some great offices, I believe, in Derby, so they can go onto your website.
Yeah, we've got a lovely office, you know, it's not open door, but drop us an email, so I'm popping over next Friday, we'll always let you in, we've got a coffee and we'll chat triathlon all day. But yeah, it's, we are an open company and we'll chat to anyone and hear the story.
Brilliant. Well, thanks for that, Dean. Thanks for the tips for our people out there. Good luck with the next 5 years of HUUB.
Yeah, who knows?
Look forward to following what the journey is. So thank you for the day.
Thanks for having us.
Best of luck for the future.
Brilliant, thank you.
Cheers, Dean.